Hello guys, this is Ropas, this is my little studio and welcome to my new YouTube channel! Okay, let me introduce myself. I'm a DJ and producer from Turin in the north of Italy, and on this channel I will talk about music production, music industry and tutorials. First thing first, as I said, I'm not from UK, I'm Italian, so my English is not as good as the Oxford English. I'm sorry for that. I know out there are grammar Nazi, but speaking English I think is the best way to improve the engagement of my channel and reach a wider audience, and also to be more helpful for people from all over the world and not only Italians. So that's why I chose to speak English instead of my mother tongue. By the way, during this video I will talk about me and my music career and which will be the main topics of this channel. Let's start with my story. As I said before, I'm a DJ and producer. I've been DJing since I was 15 and right now I'm 25. And as many guys, I started with private parties with my friends and my neighborhood in my city. I remember that my first booth was composed by two CDJs 600 from Germany and also a Germany mixer. It was a crappy DJ booth, but I loved it and I learned the basics because on this booth there was no sync and not other stuff, electronic stuff on the today's booth. I remember that then when I was 17 I started to make bigger parties with a proper organization behind, and I think I played in the most famous clubs in my city. At that time I had the honor to share the booth with many famous DJs, like for example Don Diablo, Dairo, Dimitri Vegas, Unlike Mike, Timmy Trumpet, Thomas Newson, Borges, SDJM that right now are making music under the name of Medusa, Tony Jr., DJs from Mars, and many more. As you can imagine, I make club music. My specific genre are electro and groove house, and I also make music for other people. For example, people from EDM or singers from the pop music. I think my favorite artists and my inspiration are from the Swedish house and also the UK house. I love, for example, Alesso, Swedish House Mafia, Avicii, Dada Life, but I also love Fatboy Slim, Kryder, Tom Starr, and many more. I probably started making music after my 20s. I remember that at the time I made like 4 gigs per week, so I was a really busy DJ, but I wanted to share my music with people. First things, I started with mashups. So I started with, for example, famous pop songs together with club bangers. Also to make my shows more interesting for people who were in the clubs. Then I properly started making music, so I started to learn the music basis and how to make my proper tracks. Especially during the last 2-3 years, I had the honor to be in the studio sometimes with many Italian international DJs, for example the Medusa I said before, or Marnik, or DJs from Mars. And I think I learned many things from them, especially from Medusa. I think they really influenced me and my music. My job today is not only make my proper music, I also help singers or other DJs to make their own music. Basically, I follow these artists for a part or all the process of the music production. Sometimes I help them with the mix, sometimes with the master, or sometimes, for example, I help them with the arrangement and sound design. And sometimes with these artists, we reached 100,000 streams on Spotify. For example, with the last track I made with a singer, we reached almost 200k streams on Spotify. And we were also, but just for one day, in the top 50 viral chart in Germany. And yeah, I think I can be proud for this. Because we haven't a big music distribution, so we are literally independent, and I think it's a goal in almost 2020. Okay, let's go to the second part of this video, because I wanted to make a little presentation of the main topics of my YouTube channel. I will make basic tutorials, so I will talk about the basis. Yeah, these videos are for beginners, but also the advanced producer can have a help, and they can revise sometimes how, for example, an EQ works, or a limiter, or other stuff like that that are the basis of the music production. Then there will be also advanced tutorials. Yeah, once you learn the basis, you have to learn also any tips and tricks behind the music production, and what makes any tracks specifically great, or what are the standards today. On this channel there will be also the stories behind famous DJs, famous tracks who makes the history, and also stories behind famous instruments or synths that changed the history of electronic music. Another topic will be the share of my personal projects. So on any videos I will share with you my personal tricks and what's the process behind my tracks. And yeah, the last topic, but I think is the most important, I will share with you my personal music videos, so the official video of my music. Okay, for this video it's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little presentation, and see you in the next video. Ciao!